Hello and welcome to Film Cocktail. I'm your host Thomas, and tonight we watched Life. So, because Life is pretty dark, dismal, and all around, well, I wouldn't say depressing, we decided to pair it with a Tequila Sunrise, which is light, refreshing, and goes down smooth. Now, Tequila Sunrise is pretty easy to make. All it is orange juice, tequila, and grenadine. So we're gonna get mixing, and then I'm gonna finish this Tequila Sunrise while I watch this sunrise.
This part of it.
Hey guys, it's a girl.
Hey! Congratulations. Do you have any idea who the father is?
Shut up.
For story time.
Just got out of watching the movie Life, starring Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal.
And Carrie Ferguson.
Rebecca Ferguson.
Oh, Rebecca Ferguson. My
This
God.
kid. What do you think of the story?
It's basically every thriller set in space. So they're getting a sample from Mars and they're testing the soil to see if there's life in it. Turns out there is some sort of amoeba thing, and it just starts growing and turns into like a whole multi-cellular organism and then wreaks havoc on the ship.
It reminded me a lot of Alien, Prometheus.
It's not a plot-heavy movie. It relies more on its characters and like the technical aspects of it, like the way it was shot, the lighting. I did find myself laughing at certain bits in the movie. I don't know if it was editing or the way the creature was animated, but there was some stuff that was that just came off funny to me. There were some tense moments. There was definitely a thriller.
What do you think of Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds was basically there for trailer service. He was the comedic presence in the movie, but
He was typical Ryan Reynolds.
yeah. It almost felt like Deadpool was like on the space station.
Pod from Mars.
16 steps to fix a shower. I'm an astronaut, not a gym teacher.
Definitely a draw, because Jake Gyllenhaal is kind of a flat line until about halfway through. I liked his motivation for staying in space. Like, he had been up there 400+ days.
He's trying to break a record for the most days in space.
And he's just over Earth and like people living down there.
There's 8 billion people, he's just tired of it.
Yeah. What about Rebecca Ferguson in the movie? Like,
So Rebecca Ferguson played the CDC officer who was up there in case they found life. She was kind of there to contain it and make sure it didn't get back to Earth. She did pretty good, I thought.
yeah, she was good. Like, she was
For the scientist kind of character.
She had the most stable performance. She seemed like a real character.
She almost seemed ready for this to happen. What I liked about this movie is original. It wasn't a sequel. It wasn't a reboot. It's an original idea. I mean, we've seen something like this before.
It took a lot from other movies, but it wasn't distracting. I wasn't entirely like, oh, I want to just watch Alien. The alien design was good.
Yeah.
It was realistic enough that you could believe that this was something on another planet, and it didn't go too fantastical.
And then at one point, it was outside the space station. All you hear is like,
yeah. And then like the fact that it's named Calvin, but there's like these dramatic tense scenes and like, Calvin's running down Hall H, you gotta get out of there, and like the little thing on the map is like
Calvin's coming, get out of there.
It's like being afraid of like your dad. You
Yeah.
know? It's just it's kind of funny to that. What'd you think of the death scenes? There were some pretty good deaths in this.
Pretty good death
One
scenes.
in particular, one really good one at the beginning.
We're not going to reveal who it is, but there's a good death scene where the alien goes down their throat. You kind of hear like eating him inside out. Really creepy.
Some great just great sound effects.
Throws up the blood.
Yeah.
Blood
just, like,
floating in the
everywhere.
0 Gs. It's intense.
Like it going into the mouth of this person almost made me gag. And then after that, like just the sound of like just being ripped apart from the inside was just fantastic.
What would you give a rating in this movie? What'd you think of it? Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Solid movie. Go see Life. Like you mentioned earlier, it's an original idea. There's not a whole lot of these right now, so go support this. It's pretty good. If you like Aliens, I would definitely recommend it. You'll probably like it. As far as a rating, I would give it like a 7.5. I didn't love it, but it was still good, and I definitely think people should go see it. Definitely see it in theaters. What do you think of it?
I really enjoyed it. I was almost blown away. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Characters were good. The alien was new and original. Set in a realistic, almost realistic environment. I would give it a good 8.5 out of 10.
Nice.
Good summer movie.
Yeah.
Go see it.
Great start. So drink up and enjoy the show.
Drink up. Enjoy the show. Don't forget to subscribe.
Tell people to fucking subscribe to this fucking channel, these fucking assholes on here.